said, how can I resist? This is crazy, bro. Why am I being? I'm watching my own dead body. I need. now that he's done. Now he's.
Do I really have to explain to you how to play this monster? I mean, Springtrap is literally the most one-dimensional monster in the game. You just run at people until they die. Like, come on man, do I really need to make this guide? Well, I do, since I already edited the intro to this video, and I kinda don't want it to go to waste. So I guess I'm just gonna teach you on how to play Springtrap effectively. But not just that, but also on how to counter a Springtrap if you ever go against one. Springtrap is a really simple monster with a really simple way of playing, which is just to chase survivors until they die. He focuses on outlasting survivors in the chase. However, Springtrap can't kill as quickly as other killers like MX, Mimic, Fogborn, and stuff like that, because he's one of the slowest when it comes to killing quickly. But where he lacks in speed, he makes up for it with consistency. Springtrap can always outlast a survivor in the chase, which is why he is most effective when singling out and prioritizing one survivor at a time. You should always never switch targets unless the target you're switching to is a way easier kill than the one you're chasing. Since Springtrap needs every single one of his abilities to guarantee a kill, he can't switch targets after expending his resources and abilities on another one willy-nilly. If you switch targets to someone with, let's say, full stamina, then that person will just easily be able to stall you out for much longer. This doesn't mean you should never switch targets, okay, I'm not saying that. Just use logical thinking to decide whether switching targets is beneficial to you or not. I'm just saying you should avoid switching targets. You really should just target one person at a time. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Moving on to ability. Ventilation Air, just like everything about Springtrap, is a really simple move. You gain a temporary speed boost, you blind survivors that are near you, and you gain some stamina back during its duration. Now, Vent Air obviously should be used in chases, but another way of using it is to gap close quicker. Let's say that the survivor is corner camping and hears you from far away, as he should, and he starts preemptively running away when he hears you, you're running towards him. If you use Vent Air, you can quickly close the gap. Now, this is a better use of the move rather than if you had saved the move for when you're closer to the survivor, to get the blindness effect. Don't get me wrong, the blindness helps, but getting to your targets quicker is a lot more important. And yeah, that's actually about it for Ventilation Air. It's really that simple.
Always come back.
Phantom Step is again a really simple move. You gain a temporary speed boost, you highlight every player on the map, you instantly regain some stamina back, and when you collide with a player, you inflict the debuff that makes them take extra damage. Now, this is Springtrap's main tool to actually outlast survivors because it gives Springtrap 24 move speed at the cost of 0 stamina, as well as giving him some stamina back. You really want to reserve this move to be used in chases because without it, Springtrap becomes infinitely easier to run from. Only use it as a highlight when absolutely necessary. Since Phantom Step instantly gives you stamina when you use it, it's better to use it once you're below 100 stamina so that when you use it, your stamina fills back up to near full. And yeah, that's about it on Springtrap. I told you this monster is really simple and doesn't require that much thinking. I mean, what did you expect? You kind of just find the target, you use your moves, and then kill them when they inevitably run out of stamina. Because Springtrap, for some reason, you know, he never runs out of stamina. But how do you actually counter Springtrap as a survivor? Well, I'll tell you. All right, all right, I'll tell you. All right, come on, just play the transition. Surviving against Springtrap is a combination of luck, skill, and patience. You need to get lucky so that the Springtrap never chases you, skill in order to actually stand a chance when you're being chased, and then finally patience. Because once a Springtrap is locked onto you, prepare to run away from him for 5 bazillion years before he either finally gives up or the round ends. One of the most important tips I can give against Springtrap is to just turn your game volume up and use your ears, because Springtrap is an extremely loud monster who just can't stop yapping to himself about how he's back and how he can't resist and how easy it all is and stuff like that. And if you for some reason don't hear his incessant yapping, then you will most certainly hear his loud ass metal clanking and footsteps. And once you hear literally any of these audio cues, turn the opposite direction and run the fuck away. Also, I usually don't like doing this myself, but if you really want to maximize your odds of surviving against a Springtrap, you can also just corner camp and wait for him to come to you, because it's so little. One more thing to help you in surviving Springtrap is his Phantom Step. It's by far his most oppressive tool in Chase. However, there's something you can do to mitigate it. If a Springtrap uses this move, you should stop running, reserve your stamina, and then continue running once he gets out of it. I know it may seem weird and counterintuitive, but Phantom Step has enough end lag where you can let him get close to you and you can still have enough time to run away without getting hit. Well, now, why is this important? Well, if you continue running away while Phantom Step is being used, you're going to be down a shit ton of stamina, whilst the Springtrap, on the other hand, is still completely fine when it comes to that regard, so keep that in mind. Now that I've taught you how to play as and how to play against a Springtrap, you can now be fully prepared for when you play as him, or just survive against him, it doesn't really matter. I just hope you found this video either informative or entertaining, or hell, maybe even both. Both is pretty good. With all of that out of the way, I'm gonna go now. This killer is garbage. This killer sucks. I hate this killer with a passion. I hate going up against this killer. I hate running from this killer. Goodbye.